John is beginning to realise that he's in financial difficulty. And he goes to his castle and he opens all the royal coffers one after the other and he puts his hand in the bottom. Try the next one. And he gets to the last coffer. He puts his hand in. Oh! A farthing. He has run out of cashish. What does he do? He takes the Eurostar from King's Cross to Paris. He takes the overground train from Paris to Rome. And he goes to a big door, okay, and it has a P on it. And he knocks. And the door opens. And a hat pokes out and a long Roman nose. And John says, "Popey, can we talk?" And the Pope says, "Oh, it's you, you stinker. What do you want?" And John says, "Popey, I'm sorry. I was very rude on the phone. I'm sorry. Can I come in?" And the Pope said, "Yes, go and sit in the corner on your own on the stool that has the splinters." He said, "Okay, Popey." He says, "What is it?" "Popey, I've run out of cashish. I really, really need some money. Do you think I could have some money?" And the Pope said, "Why should I give you any? You are rude. Learn some manners first." And John said, "I'm sorry about my manners. I just thought, Popey, that if I gave you England as a fiefdom to the papacy, you might find it in your heart to give me some cashish." And the Pope said, "What a true and good son of the church you are. Well done. Come and sit on the silken cushion next to me by the fire. Have a glass of wine. Let's talk. Yes, I'll give you all the cashish you like. Give me England." And England became a fiefdom to the papacy. Now, what did that mean in practice? It meant that this country would be hemorrhaging more taxes to a nation it would never see and would never be able to afford a bicycle to get to. Do you understand? So they're losing money to the king. They're losing money to another country and another dominion. Do you understand? King John had a half-brother. His name was William Long. Prettier. It's nice, isn't it? Yeah, I like it too. Pretty. Oh. Roadwork. They don't like that. Left. There's the lovely church spire in the background. Wait for it. You can see again. And the lovely waterways crisscrossing the meadow. There, do you see the church spire there? Okay. Going on. It's rather nice. It's very Salisbury. I mean, it's just delightful, you know what I mean? Anyway, there you go. You can see again. So that's it. Now, really disgusting story.
Yes.
So, William Longspee's tomb is wooden, did you see? And then I told you with the stone effigy on the top. And quite often, the coffins that were made in those days, they had natural knot holes where the wood didn't meet. You understand? When you get a knot hole, yeah. And it was quite common for rodents, like rats and mice, to wriggle in through the holes, have a munch on lunch and leave. Ugh. Yeah. Okay, now there was one particular rodent, okay, who went in and it never came out. Okay, now the thing is that nobody knew that he hadn't come out until sometime later, because in the 1800s somebody decided to open Longspee's coffin and see what was in there. So I hope they held their noses. Anyway, so they did that, and they found a dead rat in his skull. Yeah, and they were like, well, why didn't this rat come out after he'd had lunch? Even if you have a Winnie the Pooh situation where he ate too much and got fat and couldn't fit through the hole, he just needed to wait until he got skinny and it'd come out. Do you see what I mean? He wasn't short of sustenance. Oh, do you understand what I'm saying? But he didn't. And so they did an autopsy on the rat. And they found traces of arsenic in the rat. So now who reckons that King John didn't poison his half-brother William Longsby for making him sign the Magna Carta? Now I think it's time to give Cup of Tea a round of applause because he got us through a tight corner. Well done, Cup of Tea.
Goodbye, Stonehenge.
Aren't they just marvellously disgusting? I mean, like, deliciously disgusting. Yeah.
Nom, nom, bacon.
And if you look in a minute, right,
Nom, nom.
you'll see where they live. Ready? Do you see the pigs' houses? It's what I call council housing for pigs. Lots of them, and all exactly the same and very small. Yes. So, if you if you were thrown into prison, into one of those, because you were drunk. Oh, by the way, there was a stream running underneath. That meant that you'd wake up the morning after the night before, and as well as being a little bit hungover, you would also feel dank and damp and most rheumatic and generally miserable and inclined to influenza. Do you follow? Yes. So, the inside, the door fits perfectly into the wall, and so does the window hatch. So you can't tell where the window and the door are. And you would go around and around and around the inside of that prison, and it was dark, and you could see nothing. Okay? And you just go, and it was like you were blind, and they were called blind prisons, which is where we get the phrase blind drunk. You heard that? So-and-so is blind drunk. Comes from, not from the fact that you see double when you're hammered, but because of those little institutions. Now, and it has less depth, but it's a good panorama. Do you get it? Now, what are you looking at? Do you see right over there, where I'm pointing? Yeah? Straight ahead, slightly left. Think sort of 11 o'clock. Okay. Oh darling, please sit down. Thank you. The only one who's allowed to risk their life on this bus is me. The other day I nearly lost it, standing up. Yeah, for real. Okay, never mind. Long story, don't want to think about it. Bad feelings. Okay, over to the left. You're looking at Wales. Egalisly. Yeah. Do you know, they talk like that in Wales. It's lovely. They don't talk, they sing. And they don't say I'm going shopping, they say I'm going shopping. The Welsh are completely insane. You think that I'm crackers? I've got nothing on the Welsh. I'm telling you, the Welsh, they do two things very well. They drink and they sing. If you get the chance to hear a male Welsh choir, go. It's not trendy, it's not modern, it's not contemporary, it's not old, it's not fashionable. Never mind. Go anyway. Get over it. Go anyway. I'm telling you, they sing, and it doesn't break your heart. It kind of bends your heart. Do you know what I mean? You kind of metamorphose into a whole different feeling shape. It's just amazing. Yeah, for real. I mean, it's lovely the way the Welsh sing. I'll tell you about it in a second. But first of all,